And the Flying Eagles of Nigeria have drawn in Group D of the 2019 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland. The seven-time African champions will play Qatar, Ukraine and the US. The Flying Eagles begin their campaign against Qatar on the 24th of May. The team will then face the US on May the 27th before playing Ukraine on May the 30th. Etoile de Sahel have beaten Rangers International of Nigeria 2-1 on match day 3 of the CAF Confederation Cup. Rangers went ahead in the 15th minute through Bright Silas. Ihem Sakni equalized for Etoile before Saddam Benaziza sealed victory for the Tunisian side in the 64th minute. In the other games, Salitas of Burkina Faso forced CSF Faxion to goalless. Manchester City have lifted the English Football League Cup for the 6th time. Manchester City defeated Chelsea 4-3 on penalties after the enthralling encounter had ended goalless at full and also extra time. Now, David Luiz hit the post before Raheem Sterling scored the winner to give Manchester City this season's first piece of silverware. So Arsenal pushed struggling Southampton with 2 first-half goals to move back into the top 4 of the Premier League. Now, the Gunners led when Alexander Lacazette reacted quickest to turn in Henrique Mkhitaryan's shot and doubled their lead shortly after when Mkhitaryan drilled a shot into the bottom corner. Liverpool went back to the top, but they allowed their lead over Manchester City to be cut further as they dropped points against Manchester United in an injury-laden draw at Old Trafford. Well, Super Eagles duo of Kelechi Iheanacho and Wilfred Ndidi will be working with a new manager at Leicester City after the club parted company with Claude Puel after 16 months in charge of the Foxes. Leicester City were beaten 4-1 at home by Crystal Palace in what was Puel's last game. The loss to Crystal Palace meant Leicester have lost 4 consecutive home Premier League games for the first time since January 2000 and conceded the first goal in 19 Premier League matches this season. The 57-year-old leads the club 12th in the Premier League, having lost 5 of their last 6 league games. The first-team coaches Mike Stowell and Adam Stadler will take temporary charge of the squad. Roger Federer will bid to become just the second man to reach the 100th title mark in the Open era as he joins a field in Dubai that boasts 10 top 20 players. While none of the world's top 5, including Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, will chase the title at the Dubai Duty-Free Championships, and Federer will view this as the perfect opportunity to join Jimmy Connors in an exclusive 2-man club of triple-figure title winners. The Swiss star picked up title number 99 on home soil in Basel last season, and he will look to raise an 8th trophy in the Middle East. The 20 times Grand Slam champion begins his quest for the remarkable milestone against Germany's Philipp Schreiber.
Never thought it was possible to reach 99 titles, or now going for 100. So it's a great number that sounds extremely exciting, and I need to draw motivation from everywhere I can. So yeah, I'll give it all I have here in Dubai, trying to reach my 8th title here, and then also, of course, that would then be also my 100th ATP title. In my career, I would love it to happen here in Dubai, no doubt about it.
Election day in Senegal as thousands head to the polls to cast their ballots to elect a new president. It's now President Sall, who is hoping for a second term, is focused on new infrastructure projects, which he hopes people will think about to put him ahead for 4 other contenders. Well, many have criticized him of doing little to improve the lives of ordinary Senegalese and of preventing political rivals from running. Khalifa Sall, the popular former mayor of Dakar, and Karim Wade, the son of the former president, were deemed ineligible to run because of corruption convictions. As a result, neither the Socialist Party nor the Senegalese Democratic Party, which have dominated the country's political landscape since independence, are fielding presidential candidates. More than 6.6 million people are registered to vote in the elections, and preliminary results are expected soon, but will only become official a day or 2 later. Polls could, however, go into a second round if no candidate wins a clear majority. Venezuela's self-professed interim president Juan Guaido has called on other nations to consider all measures to oust President Nicolas Maduro. International pressure has been mounting on Maduro to allow efforts at bringing aid to the people who desperately need them. Military forces have been blocking any such efforts and even clashed with civilians, leaving at least 2 people dead, including a 14-year-old boy. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has condemned the violence, saying the U.S. is prepared to take action. President Trump says Washington has not ruled out an armed response. The opposition had intended to peacefully bring aid trucks over the borders with Brazil and Colombia. As soaring inflation has left many Venezuelans unable to afford basic items such as food, toiletries, and medicine. Officials in India say at least 130 people have died having drunk toxic bootleg alcohol northeast of the country. The death toll is believed to be the highest since a 2011 case in West Bengal, where more than 170 people died after ingesting bootleg alcohol. Now, 35 people were said to have died today, days after about 100 died in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. A district where the superintendent of police, Pushkar Singh, says the police found the home where the toxic liquor was made and had recovered 1.5 liters of it. Deaths from illegally produced alcohol, which is made much cheaper than branded spirits, are common in parts of rural India. Now, bootleggers often add methanol, a highly toxic form of alcohol, sometimes used as an antifreeze, to their mixture to increase its strength. Methanol, even when ingested in small quantities, can also cause blindness, liver damage, and even death. Well, News Just In says that the House of Representatives Speaker, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, has won his election to return to the House. That's just a bit of many election results we'll be bringing to you here on Channels Television. And the main news again. Nigerians await results of the presidential and National Assembly elections as the Independent National Electoral Commission today opened Result Collation Center. Also today, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu says the Commission is aware of some of the post-election violence that marred the process, regrets the death of an ad hoc staff. Also, Governor Seraki Dixon today alleged killings and disruption of polls by the opposition party in the state, which has his predecessor, Timi Silva, has dismissed. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. We'd like to thank you so much for watching. I'm Millicent Nwok, and of course, in continuance of our election coverage, the verdict continues shortly.